In Africa, we don't divorce like they divorce in the Western country. We don't. We actually go for better for worse in Africa.
No, it's a lie.
Huh?
It's a lie. It's not true.
I've not seen anybody divorced in my village.
It's not true.
Seriously,
It's not true.
I've not heard somebody
In
divorced in my
Africa,
village.
with the chop
Where are you from
they
again?
are suffering.
I'm from Abia State.
Okay. The same Abia State that
That she doesn't like. That she doesn't like.
Women
No, okay.
suffer. It's not. It's a proven fact.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I mean, okay.
So there's no better for better for worse as long as Africa is concerned. We are the one at the receiving end or the giving end. We they suffer.
Welcome to Vicinfluential Podcast. Today we bring so many of us, Africans, Ghana, and the Nigerians, to discuss why is after getting married at home, we mostly West Africans, after getting married at home, we love ourselves, we go through our difficult time, but the moment we travel to abroad, Europe or any other part of the country, we start having problem of our wife kicking us out of the house or having any other problem that we've not been having at home. So we want to discuss it, understand from our own different understanding and individuality what could lead to these things, because it has been happening. We see videos like this happening to Italy, UK, Canada, so many places. And I think that you guys will enjoy this and also engage with it. And if this is your first time coming across Vicinfluential, I ask you to subscribe, comment, and share it, because we need you to be part of this community. Mr. Oswald.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Vicinfluential.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and you've not been to my podcast before, right?
Yes, this is the first time.
This is the first time.
And I believe this is going to be a very great one.
Yes. We have, just like I said, we have a different understanding of how things works. So I also think that our 4 different understanding, our opinion, our audience will enjoy this.
Yes, for sure.
So welcome to Vicinfluential.
Thank you so much.
And Amara.
Yes, sir. I also say yes, sir.
Yes.
You say yes, sir.
Yeah. So welcome to Vicinfluential.
Thank you.
And the last time you said some things about Abia people. yeah. And Mr. Chima.
Yes, sir.
Our manager.
Thank you so very much, my boss.
Our elder spokesman. So welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I will start by asking the lady in our midst.
Okay.
What could be the problem of we being so much in love back home, manage our problem, our children, and everything that we had to get through, then we travel to abroad. The guy traveled to abroad first, I think. So still having you in mind that everything that we suffered back home, we should at least come together abroad. So the moment you came, or the moment the lady came, got a job, after some months, they started having a serious problem to the extent of the woman kicking the guy out.
Yeah. The thing is, I wish I have had this experience firsthand, like know someone this kind of thing has happened to, or have seen the video myself and like go through the whole story myself personally, so I can know what to say in this case. Because first of all, I'm not married. I've not been married, and obviously we don't live in a European country. I think here mostly I have I have not heard that kind of story where in a case where the woman kicks the man outside of the house. It has not happened. I don't think so. It has happened. So in my own opinion, it should be, I don't want to sound like a feminist or whatever, but most times, let's say maybe it's from the man's side, the fault of the man. Okay, because if you bring the lady, you have promised the lady heaven and earth, and then she comes and the whole thing is not what she has been promised. She's not seeing it coming up. If she has her way, she will do what she has to do. Life has to go on. Okay, maybe the lady came naive and inexperienced and unexposed, and then she comes and mingles with the bad eggs per se, and then they opens her eyes to what's up, and then she changes. It's not actually her fault. I don't want to sound like a feminist.
Yeah.
So let's not put.
You keep saying that you don't want to sound like a feminist,
Yeah.
but your answers keep going that part. I don't know.
It has to be said. It has to be said, and because I feel like you want to put all the blame on the
But
woman.
this is not the first time the guy promised you.
Mhm.
He also promised you before getting married to you back home.
Mhm.
And nothing, you guys had fight, yes,
Mhm.
but you did not divorce or him kicking you out.
Mhm. Okay, like this couple or because like I said, I have not had.
Yeah,
this
and you've not
story
seen
first
any
time.
of a video like this. You've not seen?
I have not.
Okay.
If I have,
mm.
maybe I don't remember.
Okay. So to break
Be honest.
to break down what you've said, I mean, I'm trying to understand your view.
Mhm.
So you're trying to say that a guy brings a lady to the country where he is,
Mhm.
irrespective of the particular country.
Yeah.
And according to your analysis, maybe the lady is naive,
Mhm.
all right? She comes over,
Mhm.
and the guy had promised him a lot,
Mhm.
all right?
Yeah.
So, as a lady who wants to build a family, she comes over and she sees that the promises are not being kept,
Mhm.
perhaps maybe for circumstances, perhaps for reasons that are beyond the guy,
Mhm.
that the best thing that a lady should do is to mingle with other ladies out there and change, like behave like other people out there, just because the promises made by the young man is not met. Is that what because that is what I understand you're saying?
It's not like it's a movie script whereby
Okay.
it's written, so you
Okay.
act like according to the script, right? It's something that happens. It's natural.
No, I'm saying based on what you've said, based on your analysis. This is not something I crafted. This is what you've said. I'm just trying to pick out the point. What I've just explained, is it what you mean to say?
Like I said, she has to do what she has to do.
Breaking the home?
If that's what it amounts to, she has to do it.
But why?
She has to survive.
How?
No,
What's surviving
is
what?
the man making her not to survive?
In some cases, men are mischievous. Please don't call me a feminist. I like men. I believe that a man cannot do that thing. It's natural. God made it to be so. He created both men and women, right?
Okay.
But some men are mischievous.
Some, yeah.
Most men or some men are mischievous.
No, you have to be at one
Some.
point. Is it some or
Almost.
Yeah.
most?
Most
Okay.
men are mischievous.
Okay.
So they know that girl is not exposed, is naive. So they use that opportunity. They use that as an excuse or whatever to now bring the lady out of the country, and believing that this lady will continue being naive. It's not going to be possible. Somehow she will mingle, she will meet people, and when she changes, you now want it. You don't want also.
I would like to ask, naive in what sense?
Not being exposed, not knowing
How?
what's up, not knowing what's up. Because in Nigeria, in Africa,
Yeah.
you don't know that most marriages, when it breaks in Nigeria, as far as I'm concerned, the lady goes with the kids, or they share the kids, or even most cases, the lady goes with the kids and continues struggling, and the man goes and marries. It always favors men in Africa and Nigeria.
Okay. See, I mean, it's quite following your analysis. I know you've got a lot more things to say, but following what you said so far, it's quite, to me, it's quite unfortunate how a man labors for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. There are men that are quite unfortunate for up to 5 years. They don't even have money to bring a lady out from her hometown to wherever he is. All right. So it's quite unfortunate how a man labors for a long period of time to bring a lady to maybe Europe. All right. A lady that cannot bring herself. All right. A lady that the family cannot sponsor to go to Europe. All respect to ladies, I'm not demeaning anybody, but I'm just being realistic here. Now, a man brings the lady to Europe or to wherever he is, and you're saying that the lady has to survive. All right. Now, this is not a man beating or bullying the lady.
Are you sure?
No, I mean, based on what you've said so far.
No, I said anything can be the reason why the lady is leaving.
No, but you're not specific. I mean, I'm judging based on what I've heard you say. If you talked about beating and violence, of course, I'm not going to support it. All right. Now, a guy brings a lady over, and we are talking about the lady being exposed. She's no longer naive. she's now mingling with people, and now she wants to leave the family, the marriage, just because you think that this lady now has got exposure. I mean, how do you classify that?
I said in Nigeria, it
Yeah.
favors men. This divorce and this.
No, but we are talking about bringing her out of Nigeria, a place she could not take herself to.
And then when you bring her outside of Nigeria, where the system works, where it favors women,
Yeah.
and then you have forgotten that you are no longer in Nigeria, you're no longer in Africa.
Yeah.
You still want to be that alpha male. It might not end up favoring you.
No. What exactly
Okay.
do you want to get if you guys got divorced?
Who is the you? The lady?
The
Or-
lady, yeah,
ladies,
the
yeah.
lady.
If ask again, please.
What exactly do you want to get as a lady when you divorce your husband? If you didn't work for those things, okay. If the guy asks you to be a housewife, it's a different thing, right? If the guy asks you to be a housewife, don't do any job that you can actually do, it's not you that decided, okay, my husband can provide all the things, let me stay at home. If the guy said, I want you to be a housewife, don't do this thing, when you guys divorced, yes, the guy can he can settle you. Not sharing the property 50-50.
But what about that for better for worse? That agreement. What do you
In Africa,
both.
we don't divorce like they divorcing in the Western country. We don't. We actually go for better for worse in Africa.
No, it's a lie.
Huh?
It's a lie. It's not true.
I've not seen anybody divorced in my village.
It's not true. Mahabi.
Seriously.
It's not true.
I've not heard somebody
Like
divorced in my
Africa,
village.
with the chop.
Where are you from
They
again?
are suffering.
I'm from Abia State.
Okay. The same Abia State that
That she doesn't like. That she doesn't like.
Women
No, okay.
suffer. It's not. It's a proven fact.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I
Yeah.
mean, okay.
So there's no for better for worse as long as Africa is concerned. We are the one at the receiving end or the giving end. We they suffer.
Also, I wanted to say
I've
something.
seen that
Yeah.
one firsthand. Yeah, you can say what.
Okay, so I was trying to get whatever you're saying correctly. You understand? First of all, I don't think we should make it one-sided where make it seem like it's only men who brings in ladies and then they intend to send them out, or we shouldn't make it gender based. However, from what she's saying, I get what she's trying to mean. Using words like naive or doesn't know anything. So what happens is that when people leave Africa or where we come from to diaspora, like to different countries, they begin to get polluted with their culture, forgetting the fact that we have different cultures. You understand? We cannot change at once to become them, and they cannot come to our place to become what we are. You understand? Now, even if you are to bring your child from Africa to the Europe, they start to get some rights and then feel like, oh, they have the right to report their mom when they shout at them or when they touch them and all these things. That's what is into people's head, and believe that they can also do whatever they want when they're outside Africa. You understand? But when they are in Africa, they respect the culture because they know there are families who are going to talk to you and all those stuff. For example, if my wife has an issue with me and goes to talk to her family, they'll be like, okay, he's your husband, just listen to him, do this and do that. But if we are outside Africa and she goes to discuss the same issue with her friends, they'll be like, no, you have your rights. You have to report him to the police.
Yeah.
You have to do this. You don't allow him to abuse you.
But honestly speaking, I know one or two persons that lives in Europe or in the US. I don't think they're having issues with their marriage. It's working.
Yeah,
But-
it's
but-
not
but-
everybody.
Yeah, but when you say, I mean, if you say that you're not aware of the trend going on in Europe, Canada, US, okay, maybe US very less, where women tend to call the police. Recently, I think the UK police actually said, I read, I don't know if it's true, they actually said that they arrested a particular lady that called them because of a particular man to kick him out of the house. All right. So they said that based on their statistics, they have most Nigerian
Yeah.
Respect to Nigerian ladies, respect to all ladies out there. But they have most Nigerian ladies reporting their men
Yeah.
I think I
to
saw
kick
it
them. Oh, you
somewhere.
saw it, right? I mean, for what reason?
Because it's internet and the fact that you don't believe everything is in the internet, so I tend to overlook it.
No,
because
I'm not
You
sure
don't
if
have
it's true,
to.
if it's true, but
There'll be a truth somewhere.
people that I know,
You know that it
firsthand.
happens.
no, how many people do you know? We have 8.2 billion people in the world.
If it's one person, is enough for me.
No,
No,
when you
no,
know
no,
one
no, no,
person,
no.
no. When you know
Yeah.
one person, how can you analyze the situation
Exactly.
as crucial as this?
It's like I sent you a video after we decided we're going to make deliberate on this topic. It's
Yeah.
like I sent you a video where a lady was keeping his husband out, telling his husband to go, and the child was taking the video.
Yeah.
sent it
And
to
she
her.
was asking the child to record. Are you recording?
An African family.
Yes. It
crazy.
happens.
No, I mean, are you trying to say you are not aware of this? It is
I
everywhere.
just want to keep up that positive energy. I don't want you guys to see.
Let us be realistic, you know.
But it's
Let
okay.
us
It's
let
okay.
us be
We accept
realistic.
positive
If
energy.
it's happening, can we be honest? The reason why it's happening. Can we not just jump into the conclusion that it's happening? Because
No.
something must have led to that.
The-
A sane person.
the
who is
question here-
enjoying the family, the marriage or whatever, cannot just sleep and wake up. And
I would ask you a personal question very quickly. If, let's say, for instance, I become your husband, all right? Then you are here in the UAE. I get to travel to maybe UK, any of the part of Europe, all right? So I go there to labor for 2 years, 3 years, and I bring you over, all right? Based on your exposure, based on your intelligence and all that. I bring you over, and then we have misunderstanding, all right? Let's say I'm not being so responsible, but I don't beat you up, all right? But perhaps I don't profile solutions financially the way I should. Are you going to kick me out of the house?
So you brought me from where? From Nigeria or from here?
From the country you guys married from.
Yeah.
Let's assume here you're here in the UAE. Yeah.
I'll kick you out. I'm sorry.
Why?
Because I'm exposed.
Yeah.
I now understand.
Okay,
I
but
understand
now
that the man should provide. If I
contradictory.
have my own money, I will kick you out.
I don't understand.
Contradictory to
This
what
is your
you said
husband.
earlier.
Yes.
No, but now contradictory to what you said earlier. You said people that kick people out of the house are people that are naive.
Of course.
Then when they come, they get exposure.
Exposure.
But now you're also saying that people that are exposed also kick their husband out of the
I
house.
said people that kick the husbands out when the woman comes from Nigeria, from Africa, she's naive. She's not exposed. She's still trying to gain balance, right? To make friends, to be exposed, unquote, right? Then when she gets that exposure, she has made friends. She now understands that she has this right. She would no, I didn't say, don't get me wrong. I said that people that do it mostly, when you bring that to your wife, okay, from home, you have been living happily with him. Like Oxford said, the family, she will go and report to the family, and the family will be like, oh, he's your husband, so you have to listen.
That's how we do in Africa.
Yeah.
Yes. But now when you go to Europe, don't expect that your wife to call your mom over the phone, because your mom is not there.
So what is your role as a woman?
As a woman?
Yes.
My role?
Yes.
To make peace, yeah? Is that what you're expecting?
No, I'm asking. I'm not expecting any answer, but I'm asking.
Me to call your mom now.
No. What is your role? Your role as a lady in the house. I get married to you, all right? I bring you to Europe, and you're saying you're going to kick me out if perhaps I have an issue I'm not providing financially. So what is your role in the house?
What do you want? I don't understand the question, because
No, it's a personal question to you.
Okay.
Don't think of what I want.
Okay.
Think of what you can profile, the solution you can profile in the family. What is your role?
It depends on the case.
Now, considering the case I just explained to you,
That
all
you're
right,
not providing.
financially,
Yeah.
for a certain period of time, not as if it's something that I've been doing over time.
Okay.
All right. So what
Okay.
is your, because when I bring you over, I get to establish you,
Exactly.
I get to enroll you in maybe one course or the other. Now you get to study and you get to get a good work. Now you're earning, but perhaps maybe I have some
Now you're
challenges.
twisting the story, because if this man has been trying,
Okay.
and based on individuality, my own perspective,
Yeah.
this man has been trying. It's not bad to like give back per se. It's not good to be quick to have kick him.
How long can you be patient?
As long as you are trying.
And
Me
and,
personally.
and one thing you should know is that trying doesn't have a specific manual, you know.
As long as
Your
are
definition for trying is different from a definition for another person. You get it?
yeah.
The man might be trying without even your notice. You understand? He would be doing his best. Even for him to gather some amount of money to bring you out of that country, he would have to take some time to recover. You understand? So in the space of recovering, you don't, and you not getting what you want or what you expected, you shouldn't see him as someone who is not trying. You understand?
This case of kicking the husband out, has it always been a financial case? Has it always been money case?
To be truthful,
has
no.
not been.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have cases where the men want to be alpha men. I'm going to be very honest with you.
So I think it should be infidelity.
No, it's never. Most of the cases, they wanted to be free. They want to be free.
Yes, we mostly do not hear about infidelity.
Yes.
We hear about ladies that want to fly. You know, when they
No,
get
they
to
want to
Europe,
be
they-
free.
You know, they want to fly. They want to, like you said, the system gives them power.
Exactly.
All right. So they want to use that power. They want to utilize that power. So you're going to realize that most people back there home, they are only family oriented because of the system back home.
Yeah.
Now they become disoriented family wise when they go out there. All right. So they want to break out of their family. Why? I'll tell you a very quick story. I heard there is this particular union in the US, where Association of Divorced Women. All right. Now, when a lady goes to the US, the same way, you know, when you go around Dubai and all UAE, you see people giving you flyers to come to church.
Yeah.
You know, they invite you to their club or church whatsoever. It's just like a club. When they see you, they ask you, "Are you married?" You know, they'll be like, "Are you still with your husband?" They will tell you, "No, there is no benefits to be with your
Yeah.
husband."
They will try to market you.
Yes. They will
Why
try
it's better to
bring
be
you
single?
over to them to lament and suffer with them.
Yeah.
Tell me, what are the benefits of
one is,
being divorced? All right. So a lady that gets divorced, she's happy for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Before you know it, she becomes lonely.
Yeah.
You know, she wants to go back to her husband, or she tries to remarry. All right. Because at the end of the day, majority of women, they need a coverage. They need a shade over them. Majority of women.
We are talking about as an African, not people that are before, okay, let's say from 25 years old, according to what they have learned from their mother. From 25 years old to 40, they have married 5 times.
Which people?
Yeah. They don't have any other work to do.
No, you're talking
This
about
is the
Western
West, yeah.
Okay.
They don't have any other job to do than what they're getting from their divorced
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah.
It happens. So when our sisters got to
any money, right? The money.
when our sisters got over there, they learned that okay, I can actually go out in the night, but with my husband I cannot do that.
Yeah.
I can actually leave my room as long as I want, and with my husband I cannot do that. Right? My husband expects me to I don't know, maybe I will leave work 7 o'clock. My husband expects me to be home 9 o'clock. Then from 9 o'clock, he will start disturbing me. You understand? Something like that. Or your wife expects you to be home. It's also the other way around, and you're not home. You're saying you were out with your guys. And you will not want your wife to be out with
her
the
ladies,
ladies.
yeah.
So she's telling you, no, we are in
have
Western
equal
world
rights.
now. Yes. I can be out with the ladies, or I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. And you're trying to tell, no, you are a wife. Remember, you are a wife.
Okay, you know, that is why I pick it up to say that we have negativity to this level of exposure. All right, a lot of negativity, because there are people, I would say there are ladies, not all, there are ladies that do not know how to manage exposures. All right, there are ladies that do not know how to manage power. There are ladies that do not know how to manage money. All right. So there are people that get this exposure. They want to flail. Even here in the UAE, there are ladies you bring in, and these ladies, perhaps they might have been committed and very dedicated to the relationship back there in Nigeria. All right. Of course, they've not seen, you know, Asians, Europeans, and all. So whoever they see is white to them. I don't know if you understand. So whoever they see is white to them. So a person comes to ask them out. They don't care to know which part of the country this person coming from.
That's that exposure that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right?
So
when she comes naive and not knowing anything, and then she gets that exposure,
Yeah.
like you said, they tend to overdo things.
now, so that is the problem we are having. All right. So the question is, why should lady behave this way, and how to tame them? Because a married lady, should be able to know her boundaries. A married lady should be able to know. See, we are talking about family values. We are talking about building a very, very sustainable family. We are not talking about families that would last for 1 year, 2 years, and the man goes and the lady goes. We are talking about family that would make things happen in the nearest future.
But let's let me make sure we're on the same page.
Okay.
This divorce race,
Mm.
the rate of divorce, is it mostly the fault of the women or the fault of the men?
By percentage, it is the fault. Respect to women, respect to ladies. I mean, but by percentage in Europe, all right. So it is based on just like you have the answer. You said naive, and they want to get exposure. You talk about being exposed already, but they come and they see that they deserve more.
Yeah.
Already you've answered.
So what if they get that exposure? They just want to live life. They just want to enjoy. And
Why
then
is it
you,
that-
average African man,
Yeah.
want to cage her?
Why is it like that? You know,
Why not?
see,
Why should it be?
If you have as a man, if you have to go out with the boys, why can't you go out with the girls?
Because ladies, see, we will understand that ladies
Because
are
until
fragile by heart.
we agree that until we agree on the gender that the fault is from mostly, then we can know.
Well,
but
what
you know,
gender is
the
that?
question here is that the same thing happens back home, and it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
These same ladies accept these things or live with these things, but once they get to the diaspora, they change. Why is it like that?
Yes.
Because how do I say it?
Mm.
Who know like better thing?
I didn't know. Were they not
Didn't know-
surviving while in
Exactly.
their countries?
Habibi, is that coming from you?
Of course.
They did not survive.
Our parents are still back home and they are still together.
See, I don't. 1 minute.
Now the
Mike.
problem is because a man is going out with his friends, a man who takes care of you, a man who makes sure he provides, just because he tells you, babe, or whatever. What name do you like to be called when you get married?
I don't know.
Guess something.
It's not on my head.
No, guess something. Let me just address what I want to say.
Okay, Queen Mama.
Oh my God. All right, Queen Mama.
Yeah.
I love you so much. I understand the atmosphere in this country where we are in. I would not want you to mingle with people that would influence you negatively. For that reason, whenever you want us to go out, I'm going to take you to anywhere you want us to go to. However, I don't want you to go out with certain friends that would influence you negatively. I am a man. I've been here for quite some time. I understand how to play the politics, the diplomacy here. I'll go out with my friends to get contracts, to get money for us to live better.
Chima, you know the people that if she has time to listen to you like this, she's not going to go. She will stay with you.
She will listen.
She will live with
She will
you.
not listen to that.
Yes, nobody will. They don't have time to listen like
She will
this.
listen to you.
Okay.
She just arrived, JJC.
See?
She will listen to this.
No. See,
Yeah, she will
see,
listen.
she will listen. She will listen when she has not gotten that exposure you are talking about.
Yes.
You understand?
When they ask
Now,
openly-
what I want to ask is that you've lived your life like maybe 35 years up to some years back home. Okay, you feel you were not exposed enough, but can be exposed within the space of 1 to 2 years or 5 years. How is it so? Whatever experience you need, I believe you would have learnt it that 35 years of your life back home. You understand?
Yeah,
But then,
mostly, I think I agree with you. Mostly also, ladies that are like matured,
okay.
that have seen life, maybe not firsthand, like not experienced, but they have seen in the internet, like it's some level of extent they have seen life. If they go, it's not a problem for them. Okay, but most cases, like I said, some men are mischievous.
Does this
They
have to do with age, actually?
Yeah, sometimes.
Because we see ladies on the internet. Well,
They say by their fruits
you shall know them.
we shall know them. It has happened that I've been in a relationship back when I was still doing relationship stuff.
Okay.
I've been in a relationship where a lady I was dating could do something like that. Where a lady I was dating could have done something like that.
Okay.
You don't need the person to be in Europe for you to know if the person can do something.
Exactly.
Now this brings me to what I wanted to say that who you marry matters.
Exactly.
Because back then in Nigeria, in Africa, it must have seen some of those traits.
Yeah.
She cannot hide it.
But
Because I've had some misunderstandings.
But some of our brothers now.
If she had gone to your mom or her own mom to complain, you know that, okay, this person is a patient lady. But if she faces you, wants to fight, you wants to nag, wants to argue over every little thing, you know that also this one is a problem.
Okay.
There are times you will not
understand-
know. Love is
understand
blind,
also.
you know.
Now, understand also that some of our brothers going to Europe or going abroad is not easy. Some of us, we said when we get abroad, when we go to Europe, we are going to marry after 2 years.
Yeah.
Some of us have been counting years now. And nothing
We
has
always
happened.
postpone.
Now, what am I trying to say? A guy stays abroad for 5 years. There are people that have been 5 years and above, they've not gone home. All right. They get to call Alpha, I want to marry you. My age is running as a man. All right. Now he gets to marry based on recommendation. All right. Perhaps the people he knew before he traveled, most of them are married, and maybe the ones left, he does not want to marry them because he feels that he's gotten a certain level of class. All right. Now, if he marries based on recommendation, he does not know this lady in entirety. Like he does not know everything about this lady, and these things are bound to happen. I don't know if you understand. So now, when he brings this lady over, now to settle the issue of you should know the lady. There are people they only know the ladies 25% to 30%.
Yeah.
I know of a guy, he's in the US. He has a lady he wants to get married to. He rents a very nice apartment for this lady in Abuja. All right. 2 rooms, we call it 2 BHK here, like 2 rooms and parlor. You should know how much it's worth in Abuja. Furnish it very, very well. All right. Now, what happens? This lady bring men home to come and be doing whatever they are doing at home. All right. Now, it got to the extent that this guy had to get some people to spy on the lady, and they got videos for him to say, and this lady was like, I'm very loyal, I'm very this, I'm very that. So it happens. How do you track these things? How do you monitor these things? These are the type of ladies you take to US, you take to Canada, you take anywhere, and they go there, they want to outshine you. Because I would say most people are now selfish.
Yeah, I know.
You know, they are selfish. They want to care for themselves, their families. If they get one child, they are okay, because of course we have these big men out there. Their wife divorced them and they get 50% or 40%.
Yeah.
Thanks to Trump, they want to stop it. We are encouraging him to stop it. You know, let him stop it. Whichever lady or whoever lady that wants to divorce, let her go and make her own money. She wants 50-50 platform. She wants a system that gives her that.
From where? Where?
She wants a system that gives her that right. Okay, let her go and labor for her own money. You know, this is not to say guys should not be trustworthy, guys should not be caring, should not proffer solutions to problem. A responsible man will take care of his own home. A responsible man will make sure that everything is available in his home. However, if a lady wants to break up with you because she wants to get 50% of your money, that should be stopped, and let that lady go and labor. You know, they want to reap where they did not sow, and this is not applicable. This is not supposed to be appreciated anywhere, even in Africa.
You know, for me, I also believe this thing starts from home. You understand? It's not always that they get there and then change suddenly. There are times that the times or the period that you're hustling abroad, people will be polluting them.
Yeah.
You trying to find money to save to go and get them out of Africa to join you to ease your stress. They think you are doing something else. People say, oh, a man cannot live for 2 years without doing anything. Maybe he's having an affair. And so she gets polluted even before she gets to you. You understand? So now once she gets there, or once you start processing her, she's coming with a mentality already polluted. You understand? So when she gets there to start receiving those negative advice from people who are there already, it spoils everything. It triggers whatever she has been having already. You understand? So the whole thing is not about the person changing suddenly. And these are people who have changed even when you left.
The most dangerous ones are those that are actually exposed, in my opinion. All right, the most dangerous ones are those that are exposed, those that already know what's up.
But it's all about individual differences.
Yeah, I agree.
For me personally, if I was in Nigeria or in Africa and my husband travels to abroad and brings me, I no go kick him out though, except in the case of infidelity or abuse. Other than that, if it is money, we go to manage.
Why infidelity? Is it his fault?
If you pursue woman, why go to the Chris? Go to pursue woman. What do they do for you? If you are that kind of man.
Infidelity
is what?
Cheating.
Yeah, if you are cheating.
Oh.
Right. And that's what I mean. If you are cheating, if you are that kind of man that does not stay one place, I go pursue you. Come on, too. I not go one day pursue my own man, but you.
No, I agree with you that infidelity should not be condoned.
It should not.
It also boils down to what we said last time on our podcast, right? When you are dating a lady, or when you want to have something serious with a lady, and you need a same family, please listen.
Yeah.
If you think that you really, sometimes it's not the lady's fault. because
It's not-
yeah, we're saying this. It looks like it's always the lady's friend fault. But if you know that you're putting in work that you want to raise a send family, please listen when you're having a conversation with the lady.
Yeah.
Please listen. I've heard so many. Okay, bro. Before I decided I'm going to this thing, I don't
Wash
have
off
the
your
strength. Seriously, I have heard most ridiculous thing. A lady telling me, "Tell your mom I like to wear short skirts." It doesn't make sense. Why? I don't understand. Why are you telling me to tell my mom that you like to wear short skirt? I don't. I like to wear short things. I like to wear bomb shorts.
Are you setting based on experience?
Yeah, I said me.
Sorry.
Why? Yeah, back then you don't know how many years. You don't know if it's 10 or 15 or 20 years ago. Why are you telling me to tell my mom that you?
What do you mean 20 years?
You do know how old I am?
Have your mom complained about the short skirt? Did you tell her that?
No, because the relationship was serious.
At
You
16
understand?
years or 15 years?
I was actually,
No,
you know,
have a serious relationship at the age of 15.
He's saying it happened 15 years ago. He's not saying
15 years ago. Do you know how old I was 15 years ago?
It could be
He could be 30 by then.
Okay, now how can you have a serious relationship
Yeah.
at 20 wanting to marry? For at 20 years, of course, I know.
No,
that
allow
this
me
guy-
to-
this
if
guy-
I- allow
this
me
guy
to-
will not have 800,000 naira cash on him.
How do you know?
welcome.
How do you know?
So how would you?
Do you want to calculate? Do you want to calculate?
Yeah, at the age of 20.
Yes.
So now
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
brother is 20 years old.
Yeah.
He tells you he's bringing a lady home to get married. What are you going
And you
to tell
support
him?
that.
If that brother,
Okay,
in
okay.
Nigeria, right, how we do, if you can pay for as a newly
Be
married,
realistic.
usually from
Be
one
very
bedroom.
sincere.
Okay. Let me tell you.
Be very sincere.
Okay,
You're going to tell him
Chima.
to get married at 20?
Wait, Chima. Let me tell you now. Let me give an example from my own.
Okay.
2008, I started doing a professional job. 2010, I've already left Nigeria doing a professional job. I went to Malaysia doing a good job in Malaysia.
What year
South
were you in this
Africa.
relationship?
No, I'm
Yeah, you saying you were telling us the year you started professional job.
Yes.
Now I'm asking the
No,
year
you
of the
asking
relationship.
you asking during that time if
Yeah,
I
that
can
is
get
why I'm asking
married.
the year,
I'm
what year?
asking you saying if I could get married that time.
No,
I've
what is
already
the
done
time?
a job
Because
so I can marry.
You're only telling me about professional relationship,
Yeah.
professional career.
I
What year were you in a relationship?
I think 2015.
Then that means it's not 15 years. No, this is just 10 years ago.
Sorry?
This is 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's not 15, 20 years. Because I know
Yeah.
as a 15
I said
years
no.
ago,
You want to know exactly? I'm telling you 15
Yeah.
or 20 years ago.
No,
Why
So
do you
10
want to know
years, 10 years, 10 years,
Why
10
do you
years.
want to know exactly?
You have to be specific.
No, forget about it. I've already told you that this is my own girlfriend. That is enough.
No, it's not
Don't-
enough because we need
No,
to also
it
check.
is.
We need to know.
Ex-girlfriend,
I'm saying
ex-girlfriend.
from my own experience. I'm saying from my own experience.
That's what I was trying to tell him.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
A man in his 20s.
No, 20 years, not 20s.
20 years.
20s can be 28.
Yeah.
20 years.
20 years also.
Yeah.
We said 20, 21.
No,
So
no,
maximum-
20.
Maximum 25 is still young.
No,
We are
25 is
talking
not
about
so
20
young,
years.
no?
You're talking about 20 years. Yes, your brother is 20 years.
Yes.
And you tell him to go and marry.
And that brother, in like I was going to say, in Nigeria, as long as newly married, you start from a one-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
As long as it's yours. If that brother has that one-bedroom apartment and is going out every day to do a business or to do a work, why won't he get married?
Ha. 20 years.
Yes.
No, some people got married at the
beg
age
your
of
pardon.
20.
Are you going to tell your brother to marry at 20?
Why
What?
won't he be married?
Are you
No,
going to tell
no,
your
no.
brother to marry at 20?
My brother cannot get married at the age of 20
Okay.
and stay in my father's house.
That's what I
Okay,
said.
okay, see.
My brother cannot get married at the age of
What is he going to
20.
be doing at 20?
No. If
When is he going to be when is he going to finish his secondary school?
no, if you can
Finish
feed the
maybe his
bill,
institution.
if you can feed the bill, that's his
No,
business.
we should be able to also tutor our upcoming
Yes.
you know,
Mm.
let them know things that they should know. Encouraging a young man at age 20 to get married, you know, for me, I don't know, it might be good with you, but for me, I don't see it as something that is okay or sustainable. This guy should be able to understand about
At
life.
what age
What does
can a
he
woman
know?
get married?
Not about age. It's
At what
about
age can a woman get married?
woman. She would answer for women. I'm talking about guys.
No, if the guy can feed the bill,
And that lady, he's getting married to. That lady might be 16,
You know-
17, or 18.
Child abuse.
18. Maybe 18.
14. You know, you can imagine.
Maybe 18. Why will you get married to a
How are we
14-year-old
going to
girl?
give this kind of advice?
Okay, that is.
Are you married?
Just a number.
None of us here is married. Are you married?
No, not denial. We are not denying.
No,
Why
I'm not
asking
denying.
if it's-
Married, you're not married.
No.
What am I doing here?
Are you married?
Marry me.
So I'm not. Let's try to bring this segment to a close because we already have time and I don't want to go too much.
Okay.
So this thing that we're talking about now, we're talking about it because it's actually happening all the
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know why
Mm.
we can manage our situation back home. And I'm not beating you.
Mm.
Our differences, our issues, we're managing it back home.
Mm.
The moment we traveled abroad, I am the one that actually traveled before you.
Mm.
And I got exposed before you.
Mhm.
I can actually say, leave
I don't
that
need you
woman there.
anymore. Yeah.
Then I still brought you back there. After 2 or 3 years, maybe you got a job. You started thinking, okay, I can actually take care of my family back home. I can take care of myself or my kids. You started behaving like the people you met there.
One thing I think we're also living out is these are mostly done by people who are not grateful. Because see,
By their fruit, you will know them.
yes, because see, I believe if a person really knows what it takes to get these things done, before you do anything, you think so deep. You understand? For a man to know that, okay, since I got married to this lady, I still have to be loyal to her to bring her, no matter what he's doing. I'm not endorsing the fact that a man has to cheat or whatever. But even if he's cheating, he still had that sense to bring you. You understand? If he wants to leave you or if he wants to divorce you, he would have done it easily without bringing you or doing anything. But then the fact that he's able to sacrifice to bring you, I think before you do anything, you should have second thoughts. I'm not saying he should use that as an advantage to do whatever to you. But then we should have things that are no go areas, and then we should have things that we should be able to understand and contain.
Okay, just to top up on what I know, Amara Helen would have a lot to say more. but just before she does, I want to strike a very honest balance. All right. Firstly, you need to understand that a man bringing you over, he means the best for you.
Yeah.
All right. So no wicked man unless he's bringing you for business. We have people that do human trafficking and all. We are not talking about those people. We're talking about men that want to build family.
Yeah.
Now, a man bringing you over, first of all, he wants the best for you. He wants the best for the family. However, we've seen also situations where men are bully. I mean, respect to the men out there also, but we've seen situations where men are bully. They are very authoritative. They get to tell the ladies, you were nothing, you were suffering, and I brought you over.
All
All
they
right?
start
Now,
against
this is
them.
not something we encourage.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we are checking. We are analyzing it based on percentage. We realize that some ladies are easily triggered. Why? Is because the system gives them the privilege. Now even here where we are, when you have an argument with a lady, you should be like, I'll call the police on you.
Yeah.
All right. Because why? The system gives them advantage. All right. Which should not be misused. All right. So my guys out there, it is very loving to be a responsible man. It is very loving to be a man who can cater for his family. All right, who can be able to guard the wife, who can be able to direct and lead the home rightly. All right. So my lovely sisters out there also, it is very, very loving to see that you're able to build your home. You're able to listen to your husband. There is no profit in being divorced. At the end of the day, you look for small boys to come and be, doing things with, to come and be taking you out, to come and be warming your body and all that. There is no profit in that. Build with your husband. No matter how difficult it is, don't follow the trend.
You're not debating.
It is very true. See, there is a trend. There is a trend.
If you ask me, I would say this is actually why they are leaving their husband.
Okay.
Because they want to go outside with the young boys.
Explore. They want to explore.
Just like
I want us to try and round it up.
Okay. Just like Oswald said, we are not sponsoring negativity or cheat in any way. All right. But whichever lady that has got to cheat, okay, take for instance, I will just give you a practical example. You are a young guy, not married. Okay. Amara is married to me. Amara, let us put our hands together, no? Hey, now, Amara.
Did they see? Say now, if they say in their life, they're gonna see you.
Now, let's take for instance, Amara is married to me. All right. she cheats with you on me.
Mhm.
All right. Tomorrow, are you going to take her seriously?
Of
No.
course, no.
Yeah. The answer is no. No guy is going to take her seriously.
No, but some will. You know, not be
Okay,
everybody
most
reason like
guys-
you.
Most guys will not take her seriously to the extent of bringing her in his house.
Okay. You've not heard the situation where this lady will be having an affair in the Western world and he'll be telling her, have you told your husband that you want to divorce her? You've not heard something like that?
Mm.
Those ones in
Those
the
guys
movie,
say-
I've seen it in the movie.
I heard that there is this lady in Nigeria. I mean, respect to her. We don't want to call names. She was married, and I think she's got 3 kids. Okay, they used to do music, gospel music, and all. We just recently heard that she remarried.
Yeah, I know the best.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? I don't know if Victor is going to. Victor,
No, I don't think I know
You
this
know?
person.
No, it's what's her name?
Okay.
Princess what?
I don't know. I don't want.
Igbo lady? The one that sang Akanchawa?
I mean, I think the first child
Alleged. It is what
is real. The first child is above 18 years, I think.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And she remarried. They've been separated. I don't know if it's separation or divorce for quite some time. But last week or this week even, we saw videos and stuff everywhere that she has remarried.
Why did they divorce?
I'm not sure. I don't know. This.
Okay.
That's not a topic.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to say something.
Yeah, to round, I think you've made the point
Yeah.
I wanted to make. The point I wanted to make is I wanted to say if in this debate, this thing we are talking about, we should try to find out the root cause of the problem.
Yeah.
Let's not be biased or make it gender.
We're not trying to be biased. We said, remember back home they were together.
Yeah.
The moment,
Yeah.
most of these videos that I have seen,
have-
the way the guy was, this lady will be kicking the man out. You will know.
that you know what. You know
Even
what-
in some extent, the men are crying. I've seen videos of men crying. I will be saying,
But you know, in
this man.
Africa, the men don't cry.
The men-
It's the women that are crying.
No, why will you want a man to cry? Why?
No, why wouldn't he cry? Are you not? You don't have feelings?
No, but a responsible man does not make the wife cry in Africa.
Yeah.
So
A
what?
Responsible.
Now, if you get married to me, for instance, as a lady, why should you cry?
Yeah, I know. But in most cases, 99.9% cases, the women cry.
Are you trying to say we have more broken homes than good marriages in Nigeria?
Yes, sir.
Let me get us one thought.
That's not true.
Okay.
No, that's not true.
Argue with
No, that's not true.
You see in the internet,
Yeah.
less have
Very less. Also, the
I
good
said in my
marriages you see
village,
on the internet is
I have
very
not
less.
seen it in my village.
see,
In
in
my
his
own
village.
village, I have not seen.
That-
Let us what
Broken
give
homes
us.
and divorces. I mean, it does not happen.
It's not that they don't have. It's not that
They are
there is no
chopping shit.
situation.
What
There's
shit
no
are you
bad
chopping?
situation.
What shit are you chopping?
we are chopping.
You ladies, you just want unnecessary exposure.
Before she started,
That is not needed.
I don't unnecessary.
before she started, she said, "I don't want to sound like a feminist."
But she's sounding a feminist.
But she's also getting that part.
Look for men that will treat you as a lady you are. You're
Yeah.
trying to be a man in your home.
I find that man.
There are a lot of men.
There are lots of
it
them.
Depends on how you now position yourself.
But I would say from my own personal experience, this is not attractive to men.
What
It is not.
A man. If you ask my elder spokesman now, he'll say, "I want gender inclusivity, not equality."
Not
Yeah.
equality. How can I marry you as a lady? I will not treat you right. And I'm going to treat you right. However, you need to stay in your place as a lady. All right. So do not come to my place as a man.
Victor said personally, know me personally,
Mm.
so as a young girl who
Yeah.
has been single, not complicated, single for long. You know, it's gonna take me a little bit of time to know that I have to be answerable to a man. And
No.
you have to understand that.
Now that is your personal problem you need to work on. It is not a problem. No.
Before you get into a relationship.
Yes, it is not a problem of the man.
It's not just me. Some people are out there.
All the people
They
out
have
there,
the same problem.
all the people out there, it is their personal problem they need to work on.
Yeah.
I cannot come and carry you as my
No,
girlfriend.
if
So you
and-
refuse to understand that, you know, and you said you love me, this person. You don't.
No,
See, it's
loving you does not
no,
mean
there are
that-
things
You should not learn.
I don't want
You should
after
be open to
facing.
learning.
I don't want after facing her at home, facing the world.
You should be very flexible.
Facing the real world, I will come back also and face the fellow.
And these are the same people.
With this kind of
Okay. 1 minute.
Energy, yeah.
1
I
minute.
don't accept the guys have not been in a relationship for a very long time, trying to adapt.
No.
with you guys.
No, I cannot try to adapt.
Will you-
I've been shy.
1 minute.
It's difficult to accept guys, but they want guys to accept.
Yeah.
With you guys sounding like this, you can never solve this issue. So
No,
let's
we'll solve it. Let's.
continue.
Okay.
For those it will happen for.
Let it
But I'm
continue.
going to have a very beautiful marriage. I'm going to treat my lady, right.
Inshallah.
She's going to respect me. We are going to have a very
This,
sustainable
this is already
So
15 minutes.
whoever
This is
that
already
built
15 minutes.
at the foundation of divorce,
Yeah.
whoever that builds a foundation of broken marriages, let them reap whatever they sow. All right. But whoever that is building a right foundation of sustainability in marriage, let them enjoy their marriage. Love is a very beautiful thing.
Of course,
Marriage is a very beautiful thing. I keep telling people that my father is my mentor in terms of marriage. I don't listen to so many of these motivators and all. Their marriages are not working. All right.
Yeah.
I have something that I know that I'm experiencing a very life marriage.
I will call
And then
somebody.
for my
I will call
father-
somebody Steve Harvey.
I don't know about him. I mean,
we wouldn't know what to start the back door.
Steve Harvey. So
that's fine.
So for me, in conclusion,
yeah, bring her to. a
I
close.
think it is very fine and okay for people to separate. You understand? It is okay. It is okay for people to have misunderstandings, but let us know how to go about it. We can still be in the same home, and then be co-parenting, and then be finding our ways. Why must you kick someone out? You understand?
Okay, is that your point?
So I'm not okay with you. I don't like you anymore. I'm exposed now. Okay, fine. When you get your space, you move. It's as simple as that. Why must it be violent where I have to be maltreating you, pushing you out, throwing your stuff out? It doesn't make it's not mature,
Femininity is one of the biggest problems we have. Now there's a projection. Sorry, we are taking time. There's a projection that in the next 3 years, that Nigerian ladies or West African ladies that will be unmarried will be very high. The rates. Okay. Now go to UK, for instance. Go to the Europe, for instance. You're going to see they are going to places like Zimbabwe.
No, if that is what they want,
right.
it's okay.
No,
They are ladies.
The rate is going to be very high.
No, that is what they don't understand being a
I
lady.
do not understand why people that call themselves ladies do not want to take the position of a lady. What is your problem in taking the position of a man? Why? For why? For what
Okay,
reason?
no, let them go ahead. It's
You know,
okay.
be a lady and let a man and a dogo, a responsible man, treat you very well.
down.
All right. Don't come and take the place of a man. How can a man treat you very well when you're taking
And
his
now,
place?
and now that men are taking the position of them, they are trying to fight. When men are trying to be transgender,
You know?
engaging in their sport, they are trying to.
You understand? He that is claiming that you.
No, I'm not claiming. I'm stating the facts.
You love me or you love this lady and you want to treat these ladies right. I just gave you an instant, an example.
Like what? What did you say
And
again?
I said, I have this problem.
What problem is that?
Understand? She has been single.
One last question. One last question. You said we should accept how she is and then try to help her work on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how about a violent man who is trying to stop being violent? He should beat you at the beginning. Will you manage it?
It looks like we are being biased. It looks like we're being biased, and it's only one of you. So our second episode, bring another lady. All right, next.
We are not talking about winning. We are not talking about winning. We're only stating the fact. I was waiting to hear factual exegesis. We call it exegesis from you. Give me facts. But you're just talking based on she's naive, she's exposed, and all. These are not facts.
All right,
Is
it
guys.
not
See
reason-
you
is
next
it not
on
reason for
Vic
you to go-
Influentials.